शुक्लां वरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः अविकाराय शुद्धाय नित्याय परमात्मने सदैकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे सर्वजिष्णवे यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण जन्मसंसारबन्धनात् विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे ॐ नमो विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. The Vishnu Sahasranama, as we studied, is somewhat similar to our study of Gita. Because in life, we always connect to Bhagavan initially as one Ishtadevata, through one Nama, Rupa, which is perhaps traditionally or through the Parampara worshipped in our families. And then later, with greater maturity, the one Ishtadevata one begins to see in various Nama Rupas. And that is the Aneka Rupa Vishwarupa Darshanam described in the Gita also. And then finally, what happens in Vedanta? All the Nama Rupas, the Ishtadevatas, the modes of worship collapse into one Arupa Atma Darshanam. So that is why it is said, Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra tava pada pankajam. Yatra yatra manoyati means wherever the mind goes, tatra tatra tava pada pankajam. I see your lotus feet alone. Or another version is tatra tatra samadhayaha. The mind is absorbed in samadhi. So what this means is that a beginner needs an altar, an alambanam, a focus of worship. But then later on, when we discover that all that is here is Ishvara, and one cannot escape from Ishvara at any time. Time is Ishvara, any place is Ishvara. Then all that is here is Ishvara, is the understanding for the advanced seeker. Which means that one can never get upset or distracted, because wherever the mind goes, let it go there. Let it go to a tree, another person, a memory. And so that is also Ishvara. So this is what we have seen in the Gita also, through the Tvampada, through the Tatpadam Shatkams, and now finally in the Asipadam Shatkam. So such a study expands the mind and we are able to appreciate every Namarupa at all times, at all places as a Vibhuti of Ishvara, the divine manifestation. So today we are going to see what is in store for us in the 50th shloka. We will chant it first. Swapanasvavasho vyapi naikatma naikakarma krit. Swapanasvavasho vyapi naikatma naikakarma krit. Vatsaro vatsalo vatsi ratnagarbho dhanishvaraha. Vatsaro vatsalo vatsi ratnagarbho dhanishvaraha. Swapanasvavasho vyapi naikatma naikakarma krit. Vatsaro vatsalo vatsi ratnagarbho dhanishvaraha. Here Adi Shankaracharya has commented upon these 10 namas. Swapanaha Svavashaha Vyapi Naikatma Naikakarmakrit Vatsaraha Vatsalaha Vatsi Ratnagarbhaha and Dhaneshwaraha. So here, the first nama here, which we will see is Swapanaha. Swapanaha means Swapayati iti Swapanaha. The one who makes everyone go to sleep. Yeah, that is the divine universal mother, Jagat Janani. Now, what makes us go to sleep? A Vedanta class? Sometimes. So, which is considered a great punyam when one can enjoy a good sleep. No? Especially these days when everybody is so sleep deprived. So it is a great punyam when sleep happens. But when does sleep happen? It happens when the tamo guna is predominant. No, we are overwhelmed, and whatever we are doing, we just drop off to sleep. Yeah? So it is said that Bhagavan is praised here as the Swapanaha, who by the power of Maya causes the jivas to sleep. And that sleep is the most refreshing break for us in between the two waking states. It is relaxing, and only in deep sleep what is going to happen? The body heals, it detoxifies, and it archives all our experiences from the waking state. All that the mind is recorded in the Jagrata Avastha, it is going to label and archive. Oh, this event was favorable, this was not so favorable, and everything is like a beautiful, excellent, efficient librarian. The subconscious mind is doing that. No? And so we enjoy the anandam in that karana avastha only in deep sleep. Yeah? So it is a very necessary intervening break that we need, and that is the grace of Ishvara brought about by the Maya Shakti. So that is of course the literal meaning, no? But here Acharya Shankaracharya gives the figurative meaning also. No? Even in the Jagrat Avastha, the jiva who is identified with the anatma upadhi, body, mind, taking himself to be karta and bhokta, is sleeping. Sleeping, the sleep of avidya nidra. The Gita, we have seen the shloka in chapter 2. Yanisha sarva bhutani jagarti sanyami tasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. So the ajnani, the ignorant jiva who is awake to a life of pleasure seeking and worldly pursuits, is really asleep to the higher nature, and that is night for the wise person. And the wise one who is awake to his own nature, Atma, Paramatma, is for him all the worldly pursuits is as good as night. Yeah? So here Acharya explains that Bhagavan never sleeps, never dreams, and does not wake up also. Because Bhagavan is Sarvadarshi. He is ever awake, recording everything, his pure awareness. And these are the two meanings given by Acharya. How? By the Avarana Shakti. There is an Avarana, veil of ignorance that we are all born with. And then when Viveka dawns, then the jiva begins to awaken to the higher nature. You know, this happens in sleep also, no? When we are having a nightmare, just when that tiger is going to pounce or we're going to drop off a cliff, what happens? We wake up, right? So life also similarly is dream-like. When we're going through intense, periods, and then lot of jolts and speed breakers in our life, then a time will come for every jiva to wake up, no? And that is the grace of Ishvara, who wakens the jivas also, and also initially puts that avarana or the cloak of sleep. So Bhagavan is praised as Swapanaha. Then the next nama is Swavashaha. Now Vashaha means mastery. So simple nama Swavashaha means the one who is has got self-mastery. Yeah, self-mastery, and who is independently existing. So we have seen that how Bhagavan is a trigger for Srishti to start. So whether Srishti is on, it is a day of Brahma, or it is off, everything withdrawn into the night of Brahma, Karana Avastha. Bhagavan is Svavashaha, independently existing Tattvam. Is not subject to the cycles of arrival and departure. Yeah? So you are the cause of these cosmic functions, and you are independently existing as Svavashaha. Then we have Vyapi. No, simple Nama, we have seen this several times as Vishnu, as Vyaptaha recently we saw. So Vyap, the dhatu means to spread out, yeah, to pervade. So Vyapi means the one who is Vyaptaha, all pervading. How all pervading? Akashavat, like space. No? Is there any place where space is not? No, it is all pervading and knows no barricades, no barriers. No? So here Bhagavan is praised as all pervading. But how can something be all pervading? Only if it is the Karanam. No? We take the pot again. You see that we say clay is pervading every bit of the pot because it is the Karana. So Karanatvat Ishvara pervades the entire Jagat because he is the Jagat Karanam. No? That is the meaning of all pervasiveness as Vyapi. Then we have Naikatma. No, Naikatma, the Sandhi here is Vriddhi Sandhi, Na Ekatma. Na Eka Atma means Bhagavan is not just one form, yeah? But one who has Aneka Rupani, Aneka, many forms are there. Here Atma is to be understood as form, Nama Rupa. Now, when we have this gross drishti, gross drishti means gross perception. What do we see? We only see diversity. Right now I am seeing all the Zoom windows, laptop, wall will be there, fruits, flowers, books. No? This is called seeing the diversity, infinite Nama Rupas, yeah? Initially. But then on understanding, what is the subtle vision? The subtle vision is to see all these objects are not many, but they all are resting in one. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram. Gita chapter 13. The subtle vision is to see the same samam atma in all the objects, sentient or insentient. And that is how we can praise Bhagavan here as Na Eka Atma. No? There are infinite Nama Rupas, but you are shining as the indwelling Parameshwara in each and every one of them. Yeah? In those with very studied and purified subtle minds, that will be shining excellently, effulgently, like the sun, moon, fire. And in other insentient objects, it will be a little dull, the reflections. Yeah? And so, Eka Atma, Naika Atma is referring to the infinite vibhutis of the divine manifestations. Then, Naika Karma Krit. Same Sandhi here, Na Eka Karma Krit. Here, this Nama means the one who does not perform only one action. Na Eka Karma Karoti, but infinite actions. Yeah. So we already know Bhagavan is in charge of the cosmic functions, Srishti Karta, Sthiti Karta and Laya Karta. But also at the micro levels, you see at the micro level of the body, of the mind, at the jiva level, who is doing all this? Who is right now speaking? At the empirical level, it may be a speaker. Yeah, but that speech is empowered by something beyond the voice box and the mouth. So you being the eye of the eye, you are actually seeing, you are doing, driving, eating, walking. All these functions are performed by you through the various jivas. Yeah? We have seen this in the Gita also. The karmas are infinite. Action, there is sakarma, dushkarma, nishiddha karma, pratishiddha karma, kamya karma, nishkama karma, sakama karma. And who is empowering all these, the Prakriti to perform actions? That is you. So you are Naika karma krit. And then also at the involuntary functions, you see, the heart beating, I'm not doing that. Blinking of the eyes, pumping of the blood. So all the actions are motivated or empowered by you. And so you are really the performer of all these actions. Yeah? That is Naika Karmakrit. Then we have Vatsaraha. Now we have seen a similar nama recently, Samvatsaraha. So Samvatsaraha is like, the years in the 60-year cycle. That is one meaning. But we saw another meaning. Samyak Vasanti Yasmin iti Samvatsaraha. Now here in Vatsara only that sam is absent. Same meaning. No? Yasmin Sarve Vasanti iti Vatsaraha. In whom all the beings, the whole universe exists in Bhagavan. And again here we have to understand it not spatially. You can't say that the pot is existing in clay. No, you have to say that the clay is the adhisthana, karanam of the pot. No? So the waves are supported by water. That is the meaning here for Vasati. So Vatsaraha is, you are the real home. You are the adhisthana to this entire Jagat. Then the next nama is very familiar to us, Vatsalaha. I don't know Vatsala is present today. Vatsala, student. See, she has a long R at the end, Vatsala. But here Bhagavan has to be praised as Vatsalaha, the one who has the Vatsalya Bhavana. Vatsalya is that affection, that loving affection and protecting care of a mother, Jagat Janani. So Bhagavan is praised here. Why? It is easy to understand. Because when you see the entire Srishti and our life, there is only giving, providing and eternal care. Because Bhagavan has to make sure every jiva has to be provided for till the prarabdha is exhausted. And for that, Pancha Mahabhutas are there, Annam is there, opportunities, people, sun, moon, air, everything is provided at every step. So Puja Swamiji would say, Ishvara is the super therapist. If we ever feel that, we have not been provided for by our parents, I did not get this, I missed out on that, then we can turn towards Ishvara. And fill up that insufficiency. That's why there is no orphan in the world, because Parvati, Parameshwara are the universal parents. And there is so many stories. Tayumanavarna, this how Bhagavan appears in the form of the mother to the pregnant daughter and helps in the delivery. The real biological mother could not come because of a spate and floods, but Bhagavan assumes the form of the mother and comes for the, to help the daughter. So like that, there are instances of Vatsalya. If we have eyes to appreciate, we can see that at every step we are, well taken care of, well provided. So your Vatsalaha. Then Vatsi. Now who is a Vatsa? Vatsa is a Sambodhana in Sanskritam for Hey Vatsa means my dear child. Hey Vatsa. So Vatsi means the one who has all the Vatsas. Who are the Vatsas? Children? Us. Whether a child is a baby or a 90-year-old senior citizen, Vatsa. So everybody are Vatsa to the Lord, and who is the protector. And that is the glory of Bhagavan, for whom all other children. So that's why we say in our Sanatana Dharma, we are all children of immortality. We are children of immortality, and that is, those are our parents, Parvati, Parameshwara. Then Ratnagarbha, lovely name. Ratnagarbha means in whose garbha, womb, there are Ratnani. Gems, valuable gems. So this is another name for an ocean. Ratnagarbha is a synonym for Sagaraha. And also the earth is called Ratnagarbha because there are so many hidden treasures. Diamonds are there, oil, then annam, foliage, so many minerals are available. And ocean also similarly, people who are snorkeling, going down, deep down, few kilometers you have to go. Then they are reporting these wonderful treasures, coral world and beautiful entities, and they're reporting, science reports that. So these are just two instances of Ratnagarbhas, the one who have these beautiful treasures, and they are your manifestations. So you are praised as Ratnagarbha. Then the final nama in the 50th shloka is Dhaneshwaraha. Easy to understand. Dhananam Ishwaraha. You are the Lord of all the wealth. By wealth, can be material wealth, fixed assets, property, liquid assets, wealth, our deposits, or wealth in the form of children, or wealth in the form of a certain status and roles. Any kind of wealth belongs to you. I may possess some wealth, some assets and wealth, but I'm only a trustee. But you are the real owner, and that is meant here as Dhananam Ishwaraha. Also, Acharya gives the mention of Kubera. Kubera is keeps the treasury. Is the banker. So Bhagavan, who manifested as Kubera, is here described and praised as Dhaneshwaraha. So these are the 10 namas in the 50th shloka. Once again, let us see that. Swapanasvavasho vyapi naikatma naikakarmakrit vatsaro vatsalo vatsi Ratnagarbho Dhaneshwaraha. 51. Dharmagub Dharmakrit Dharmi Dharmagub Dharmakrit Dharmi Sadasatsharamaksham Sadasatsharamaksham Avijñāta Sahasranshur Vidhata Kritalakshanaha Dharmagub Dharmakrit Dharmi Sadasatsharamaksham Avijñāta Sahasranshur Vidhata Kritalakshanaha. Here I think we have another 11 namas here. Dharmagup, Dharmakrit, Dharmi. There you have to split very carefully. All dharma centered namas here. Dharmagup, Dharmakrit, Dharmi. Then Sat. Very important word in Vedanta. Sat and Asat. These two pairs are important. Sat, Asat. And again Sharam, Aksharam. Two pairs of words. Avijñāta, Sahasranshuhu, Vidhata and Krita Lakshanaha. So, the first nama here is Dharma Gup. Now, the Dhatu Gup means Gopayati. In Hindi we say Gupta. Gupta means Rahasya. Rahasya means secret. Yeah? And just as a secret is always protected, secret, valuable is protected, so too you are Dharma Gup. Because Dharman Gopayati iti Dharma Gup. You are the protector of the Dharma. And how does Bhagavan protect the Dharmas? One way is very easy to understand. When the need is so intense, the prayers are so fervent in the world, then you manifest as an avatara. Not only these 10 avatars, there are great personalities which can also be considered as avatara. Raja Janaka, the present Modi who has reinstall the Sen Danda, the Dharma Danda, protecting Dharma, and our gurus and acharyas, they're protecting Dharma. So you as Rama, Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, you are Dharmagup. You appeared as the Dharma Gopta. That is one way. But what about other times? Other times also Bhagavan is the protector of Dharma simply by being the law of karma. We have seen that many times, no? Damayatam asmi dandaha. Krishna has said in the Vibhuti Yoga chapter that of all the ways to punish or to restrain, restrain something, I am what? Dandaha. I will manifest as that rod, Dharma Danda, which got installed recently. So, what simply means is the law of karma. So, when one transgresses dharma, definitely it will boomerang back sooner or later, and there is the punishment awaiting. So, as the Papa Karma Phalam. So, Dharma Gup. Then we have Dharma Krit. Dharma Krit means the one who follows Dharma. Dharmameva karoti. Now, isn't it strange to call, to name Bhagavan as the one who follows Dharma? That is not the meaning here. The meaning is that Bhagavan himself is Dharma. Manifestation of Dharma is Bhagavan. So Bhagavan need not follow Dharma, but yet he did. How? In the avatars. As Sri Rama, we know, is the Dharma Vigrahavan. Dharmo Vigrahavan. Embodiment of Dharma. And Sri Krishna also, appeared to flout Dharma here and there, But because Krishna is following a higher Dharma. Yeah. So that's why Ananda Murti Krishna and Dharma Murti Sri Rama. No? So Dharma always comes first. So here it is said that the Bhagavan, he is engaged in the macrocosmic dharmas of the world. Cosmic functions is his dharma. But yet in the heart of all hearts, Bhagavan is anarthaha. Means there is no personal motive. There is no agenda. So same meaning actually. Dharma Gup and Dharma Krit means the one who manifests as the Dharma, as the laws and functions which uphold the order, the niyati in the universe. Then the third nama connected with Dharma is Dharmi. Dharmi means Dharmaha Dhareti. The one who upholds. Dhareti iti Dharmaha. Now you take the piece of cloth here, Angavastram. Angavastram is being upheld by what? Cloth. Yeah, so that is called the Dharanam. To sustain, because the cloth is the Karanam for the shawl. Yeah? But then the yarn, Dharayati, what? Cloth. The yarn is the supporter of the cloth. And then you further explore molecules, then subatomic particles. Then you find that any product in the world has manifested as a thought. It was a concept. Somebody conceived of a cloth or a mobile phone. These are all external manifestations of the internal thought. And thought arises in the mind. And the mind is put together by the power of Maya. Yeah? So finally, we see that at every stage, any step you find that there is a dharanam, there is a supporting. You are the supporter of dharma. All the dharmas belong to you. Then we find the next two words are connected. Now, Sat and Asat. They are called the bread and butter in Vedanta. Sat means Satyam. But what kind of Satyam? Abadhita Satyam. Abadhita Satyam means a Satyam which cannot be negated in the three periods of time. Tattva Bodha definition. Trikaleshu yat tishtati tat abadhita Satyam. That was, is and will continue to be. Paramarthika Satyam. That is the Sat here. short for Satyam. Then Asat. Now, Asat does not mean na Sat. Yeah, Asat does not mean na Sat in this context. Now, Vedanta context, if Sat is existing at all three periods of time, Asat you should not understand as non-existent. No. Asat is to be understood as a dependent existence. That which cannot independently exist on its own. Can the cloth exist without the yarn and the fabric? No. And so you take anything, a table. Table cannot exist without the adhishtanam wood. Waves cannot be there without water. Yeah. So in all these examples, one will be Satyam, other will be Asat. So Asat is the effect and Sat is the cause. Yeah. So ultimately we find that there is only one cause that is independently existing, that is Brahma Satyam. And all other effects, Nama Rupa of this Jagat, they all will be clubbed under the term Asat. So Asat simply means Mithya, that which enjoys a dependent existence, that which is there but enjoys a temporary status alone. So we have to understand Sat as that. Then the next two pairs of next pair of words is also connected, Sharam and Aksharam. Where have we seen these words? Gita, chapter 15. Yeah, so we have to recollect Kshara Purusha and Akshara Purusha from chapter 15. Now Ksharam is Ksharati, perishable. So what is who or what is Kshara Purusha? This entire manifest tangible universe that was just described as Asat above. That is Sharam. So Asat with Sharam means that which comes and goes. Yeah. Ksharati, that is the Kshara Purusha. In other words, the Karya Prapancha. Then Aksharam, na Ksharati. We will think, okay, that which does not change. No. In chapter 15, we saw that this Aksharam is not the absolute Aksharam. Yeah? This Aksharam refers to when the Kshara Purusha is withdrawn into the causal state, Karana Avastha, and becomes unmanifest. So, unmanifest for a relatively long time. So, it is called Aksharam. But from the unmanifest, it is again going to manifest again. Yeah. So, these both Ksharam and Aksharam in this context arrive and depart. Okay. So, Bhagavan is praised as the relatively imperishable state of the causal Karana Avastha here as Aksharam. Okay. So, these namas are important, Sat and Asat, referring to cause and effect or Satya Mithya, and Ksharam and Aksharam are the one that is changing, manifest, and the one that is unmanifest, Akshara. So both are praised as Bhagavan here. Then Avijñāta. Avijñāta means Bhagavan is praised as Na Vijñāta, not the knower. Again, this may come as a surprise to us. No? We have often seen Bhagavan is Sarvajña, knows everything. No? Then how can Vishnu Sahasranama say is Avijñāta, not knower? For that, let's take this example of this flower. Now, this flower, I say that I know this flower because I have experienced it before. This is a hibiscus. So, with respect to the object flower, who am I? I am the pramata, the knower. And knowing the flower as it is a function of the buddhi, right? The Vijnanamaya Kosha, the Karta Bhokta. I say, I know this flower. It is from my garden. I love this flower. It is red in color. Who is doing all this? Pramata. Arriving at all these conclusions. But here, the Bhagavan is praised as Avijñāta, means Bhagavan is the truth of the flower object and of the knower subject. Both. So the truth or the essence underlining the knower, knowledge and known is you, Bhagavan. No? Another example given in the Panchadashi, I have often given this example as the Nataka Deepa, chapter 9 of Panchadashi. There is a beautiful analogy of the theatre lamp. There is a lamp which is illumining the audience, the stage and the dancer. She comes and performs a Bharatanatyam or Kathak or Odissi, but the light does not know this is Odissi or this is Bharatanatyam or this is Kathak. So what is the function of the light? The light of pure consciousness simply illumines, reveals all that is there. Even when I step into a dark room, I switch on the light. Does the light know this is a laptop, this is a bed, this is a book, this is a flower? No. So that is the meaning to be taken here as avijnata. You are not this knower in the sense of knowing an object, but you are the swarupa of the knower. You are the pure light of consciousness. Okay, avijnata. It's a very subtle nama here and important. So what simply it means is avijnata is the awareness. The awareness, this flower I know. But if you ask me, about some distant galaxy, I will say I don't know. So who is it that is aware of both? That I know this flower and I don't know Indonesian language? That is avijnata, sakshi. No? So that is the pure awareness or the light of consciousness which illumines both presence and absence, knowledge and ignorance, subject and object. Then we have Sahasramshuhu. Sahasramshuhu, Sahasra is 1000, Amshuhu is rays. So you are, Bhagavan is praised here as, as the 1000-rayed embodiment, which can be the sun. Early morning when we see, how the rays will be shooting out at sunrise. So Bhagavan, you are the center point there. You are Rashmiman. Sun is praised as Rashmiman, one who has Rashmis, rays. Or you can take other examples also. Moon. Moon is also giving out Chandrika or fire, shooting out rays. So you are the one with 1000 rays. And Acharya Shankara says, even our mind is shooting out thoughts. And thoughts are like infinite rays, amshus. So you are praised as Sahasramshuhu. Then Vidhata. The Vidhata is, we say, ordainer, the master of the destiny. So Vidhata is the omnipotent, all-knowing, the one who governs everything, is Vidhata, simple name. The last one, Krita Lakshanaha. Krita Lakshanaha means, what is the Lakshana we have to see first? Lakshana means something that will stand out. So in Mahavishnu, what is the Lakshana? Srivatsa, for instance. The Srivatsa mark on the chest is a Lakshana. And it is an indicator. Okay, this is the great divinity Mahavishnu. So here Bhagavan is praised as the Lord, whose Lakshana. Lakshana means the indicators are Kritam. Kritam means well done or well defined. So here Acharya Shankaracharya will take the Vedantic approach and say, there are these set of Lakshana words which describe you perfectly in the Vedas. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma or Sat Chit Ananda. Asti Bhati Priyam. In Drishya we have seen this. So each of these words is a Lakshana. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Lakshana means they describe the nature of Param Brahma. That is called a Lakshana. And they describe it perfectly, and so they are Kritam. So Bhagavan is praised here as the one who is very well indicated by these words. In fact, it is said that, Anatma, you take any Anatma object like the flower, we think we know a lot about this flower, But if the question is asked, why is the flower red? We won't know. Why does hibiscus have only one or two stamens, not thousand like lotus? Again, we draw a blank. So, Anatma is a vibhuti of Ishvara. We cannot know completely why. We just have to accept it. But Atma Lakshana, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, you can know perfectly. And that is why Bhagavan is praised as Krita Lakshana. Okay. So these are the namas in the 51st namas. Let us review them again. Dharmagupt Dharmakrit Dharmi Sadasaksharamaksharam Abhignata Sahasranshur Vidhata Krita Lakshanaha. 52nd. Gabhastini Sattvastaha Gabhastini Sattvastaha Simho Bhutamaheshwaraha Simho Bhutamaheshwaraha Adidevo Mahadevo Devesho Devabhritguruho Gabhastini Sattvastha Simho Bhutamaheshwaraha Adidevo Mahadevo Devesho Devabhritguruho. Only 8 namas here. Gabhasti Nemihi. We saw a similar nama in the last session, Nakshatra Nemihi. So here also another Nemi has come. Gabhasti Nemihi. Then Sattvasthaha, Simhaha, Bhutamaheshwaraha, Adidevaha, Mahadevaha, Deveshaha, and Deva Bhrit Guruhu. Some of them are very simple. We will not take much time. So the first nama is Gabhasti Nemihi. We saw that word Nakshatra Nemi. What? Nemi means the axle, center point of a wheel. And if you have a cluster of stars, Nakshatra, you are the center around which they are going around. So here Gabhasti refers to the solar system. The solar system, and you are in the center. You are the axle, the center point, and you are the Surya Narayana, or you are that Atma of the Surya Devata. Atma of the Surya Devata, around which, we have this set of revolving entities, planets and satellites. Then Sattvastaha. Sattvastaha will take us back to the chapter 14 Gita. Sattvastaha urdhvam gachanti. Sattvastaha means the one who is perfectly rooted in Sattva Guna. So Bhagavan is praised as the one who is effulgent with Sattva. But we saw in the chapter 14 that the gunas are constantly rotating. Sattva will be contaminated by Rajas, then Tamas, then again the rotation will happen at all times and all places. Yes. But that Sattva is called Malina Sattva. Malina Sattva means that is a Sattva which will be like alloyed with Rajas and Tamas. And that happens for a Jiva. Why? Because as Jiva we are endowed with Anatma Upadhi. But Bhagavan is the nature of Paramatma Atma, which is Shuddha Sattva, not Malina Sattva. So Shuddha Sattva means Teflon Atma, nothing can stick to it. So it is ever effulgent, it is free from time, free from Papa Punyam, free from Dharma Adharma also. That is why Sattvastaha is one meaning Acharya gives here. Then the second meaning is the word Sat means being. You know that As Dhatu in Sanskritam means to be. So Sat means a being, and Sattvastaha means you who are present in all beings, referring to that core Atma Tattvam. These two meanings Bhagavan Acharya gives here, Sattvastaha. Then Simhaha. Simhaha means the lord of the jungle, the lion. So similarly, Ishvara, Parameshwara is praised here as the Lord of the entire Srishti. Simhaha, valorous, and who is the ultimate authority. And here Acharya also mentions, Simhaha can be taken as Narasimha Avatara, and gives an example. Just like Satyabhama, the consort of Sri Krishna, could be called as Bhama. So Bhama means Satyabhama. So Simhaha can mean Narasimha also. So that also Acharya adds here. Then we have Bhuta Maheshwaraha, simple meaning Bhutanam Ishwaraha. All the Bhutas, all the beings, who is the Lord governing them, that is the truth. That is the order or the essence. So Bhutanam Ishwaraha. Then Adidevaha. Adidevaha, Acharya gives a meaning that Adi, in the beginning, Sadeva Soumya Idameva Agre Asit. So what was there before the Srishti? Sat Eva, Upanishad says. So Adi Deva, you are the one who has withdrawn the entire Srishti into the seed-like state. And so you are praised as Adi Devaha, like the spokes in a hub. Then the next few namas are also simple. Mahadevaha, we have seen this before, I think. Mahadevaha is the great Devata. Mahan and Deva as Chaitanya Swabhavaha. Then Deveshaha, similar meaning, Devanam Ishaha. You are the Lord of all the Devas. And we saw the second meaning for Deva. See, Deva are Chandra, Indra, Varuna, Agni, Vayu, Indra, all these are Devatas, subtle powers. So you are the one delegating all these powers. So similarly, our sense organs and mind, they are also Devatas. But who is empowering them? You. So you are Deveshaha. You are the Lord of everything. Be it the Devatas, celestial Devatas, or the Devatas in my own body-mind setup. Then Devabrit Guruhu. Devabrit Guruhu. See the middle word Brit. Brit means Bharta. Bharta means the one who protects or sustains. So who is protecting and sustaining the Devatas? Indra. Indra being the Lord of Swarga, he is responsible, he is the boss. So he is Devabrit. But you are the Guru of the Devabrit. You are the one governing even Indra, who is governing the Swargaloka. That is the idea here. So these are simple namas. So I went a little bit faster here. Let us review them again. Gabhastini sattvastaha Simho bhuta maheshwaraha Adidevo mahadevo Devesho devabhrit guruhu. Then we come to one more shloka I would like to do today, 53. Uttaro gopatirgopta jnanagamyah puratanaha. Uttaro gopatirgopta jnanagamyah puratanaha. Sharira bhuta bhritbhokta kapindro bhuri dakshinaha. Here the 9 namas are Uttaraha, Gopatihi, Gopta, Jnanagamyaha, Puratanaha, Sharira Bhuta Bhrit Bhokta, Kapindraha, and Bhuri Dakshinaha. So here we find Uttaraha. Uttara means north, like this picture behind me, the northern Himalayas. They are so elevating because they are the peak. Yeah? So here Bhagavan is also praised as Uttaraha. Ut means up, and Tara we can say Tarati. So the one who uplifts, elevates the jivas who are drowning in samsara and pulls them out is Uttaraha. Simple meaning there. Second nama, Gopatihi. Patihi, Pati is the Lord, the one who protects. And Go Shabda, we saw various meanings at some point. Go is Gomata, or Go is Gam, earth, Bhudevi. And Go is also the Veda Shabdas, the Vedas. So whatever meaning we take, Bhagavan is praised as this protector, Patihi. As Krishna, Sri Krishna, you protected the cows, Gopatihi. Then in an avatara, Varaha avatara, you protected Bhudevi, earth, rescued the, Mother Earth. So again Gopatihi. And you protect the Vedas because you are the source of the Vedas. The Vedas have manifested by your grace alone. The topic of the Vedas is you, and you are the knower of the Vedas. The source of all knowledge is you. So either which way you see, you are Gopatihi. Then we have Gopta. Again similar meaning we saw earlier. Gopta is the same dhatu, gup, to protect. So you protect the entire universe by the law of dharma and karma, by all the laws and the functions. Jnanagamyaha. Jnanagamyaha is, Shankaracharya explains, Jnanameva gamyaha. Gamyaha means you are to be attained. You are to be understood only by knowledge. Na karmana na prajaya dhani na tyagi naike amritatvamanishuhu. That important mantra says, you cannot get the moksha or the para prakriti jnanam through karmas, through praja, through wealth, but tyagena, by giving up the erroneous notions, by giving up the ajnanam, that I am the anatma. So that amounts to jnanam. So jnanameva mokshaha. So here it is jnanameva gamyaha. You are to be known only by understanding. But understanding what? Understanding that Bhagavan has these two prakritis. When I open my eyes, saguna prakriti. All is vibhuti of Ishvara. Sarvam khalvidam brahma. And when I close my eyes in deep meditation, I can enjoy your nirguna para prakriti swarupaha. So you are everything. Is this not only by understanding to be attained? Yes. Acharya says jnana gamyaha. Then puratanaha. Puratanaha we generally say ancient. And here obviously it is referring to the Tattvam who was ever there. Not only in 5000 years ago, but even beyond, right now, and will continue. So Sadatanaha, Sanatanaha, Puratanaha, Puranaha, same meaning. Pura api navaha. Even though existed at one time, still continues to be there, free from time. Puratanaha. Then there is a Sharira Bhuta Brit. Sharira is this Deha, the body. And the body has manifested how? From the Bhutas. Bhutas are the elementals. The Panchamahabhutas, and how they have been combined. We saw this in Tattva Bodha. Combined very, very intelligently. Where is the Rajas needed? Where is the Sattva needed? Like mind. Mind we saw is the product of Sattva Guna. The collective Sattva Guna of all the Panchamahabhutas. But organs of action and pranas, Rajoguna was needed. So it's a very intelligently, hi-fi setup that we're enjoying in the form of this Shariram. So Sharira Brit. For the Sharira, whose cause are the Bhutas, you are the Brit. Brit means Bharta. So you are the nourisher nourisher of this body, which is put together by the bhutas. How do you nourish them? Prana Rupena, Shankaracharya adds, in the form of prana. You nourish them. Then we come to the word bhokta. Bhokta is a very well-known nama for us, no? Bhokta means enjoyer. So Bhagavan is praised here as Bhokta because Bhagavan is the real enjoyer. Yeah, he is enjoying no doubt through the jivas, no? But what is meant here is that any sukham that we pick up in life, no? Any anandam that we have, even the deep sleep ananda or any happy moment in the waking state, Shastras say that that is a lesha of that Atma Ananda. That Atma Ananda has surfaced and because of some external trigger. But Bhagavan, you are constantly enjoying the Paramananda because that is your nature of fullness. That is like the ocean enjoying its depth always. Yeah? Whether rivers enter or water evaporates, Atmaneva Atmana Tushtaha. So Bhagavan is praised here as the ultimate Bhokta. Yeah? The Parama Bhokta, the enjoyer. Yeah? Then we have two more namas here. Kapindraha. Kapindraha means Kapinam Indraha, the lord of the Kapi. Kapi means monkey. So here Acharya gives a number of meanings. One meaning is the Purana meaning. Kapi also refers to the Varaha avatara of Bhagavan. So in that avatara, the Bhudevi was rescued. Yeah, so you are the Lord, who appeared as Kapi. Kapi, one meaning is the wild boar, Varaha. But then the familiar meaning is monkey. So in Sri Rama avatara, you were the Lord of the Vanara Sena. Who helped you, you guided them, and then you accomplished your mission to rescue Sita. That's the second meaning. Third meaning, Acharya says, is that who else is the monkey? Our mind. The monkey mind. So Swami Shivananda, has described beautifully in one book that the mind is like a monkey that has been bitten by a scorpion that is by accident drunk champagne and which is behaving like a mad being at times. Our mind seems like that, no? At times we get so overwhelmed with some emotion that we can't come to terms with sanity. So here Shankaracharya says, Bhagavan, you are the Indraha. You are the only one who can guide and master, by whose grace we can master this monkey mind, which is constantly vacillating. Chanchalam himana Krishna, pramadi balavadridam. Jumping, just as a monkey jumps from one branch to another, our minds are also jumping into some memory in the past, something in the future. Even in the present, it has got some worries. So it is monkey-like. So invoking Bhagavan as Kapindraha, we can master the mind. And then the last nama here is Bhuri Dakshinaha. Interesting nama. Bhurihi means abundance, plenty. And Dakshina is Dakshina. Dakshina means Sambhavana or offering, that we offer as the host after a puja or a yajna or some ritual. Any sacred auspicious event, any milestone in life, we offer dakshinas, as a very important part of the celebration, any celebration. So earlier, in the earlier sessions, we saw Bhagavan praised as Yajnaha, Ijyaha, object of worship, and the shloka, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi says, everything is Brahma, the ladle, the performer, the goal, the sankalpa. So here this nama praises Dakshina. So the one who gives abundant dakshina filled with shraddha to the priests or whoever is around by annadanam, vastradanam, godanam, whatever danam you do, such a performer is no less than Mahavishnu. So Bhuri Dakshinaha is such a great performer who is sharing all the wealth with others and not just hoarding. Puja Swamiji would say, suppose you've done your ritual, well, you made excellent Naivedyam, you called the priest, mantra chanting was perfect. But when it came to Dakshina, some mental bargaining was done, and then, we reduced the amount. Again, Sankalpa will not meet its goal. Very, very important. And we see that in life also, no? When we share, our wealth, when we give people, making others happy makes us so happy also. So that quality is praised here as Bhuri Dakshinaha. Yeah? Who is in the form of the one who gives abundantly. Yeah? And Acharya also mentions the lives of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, who also gave abundantly. When that Pattabhishekam happened, we saw that how generously Sri Rama gives. And then Sri Krishna also advises Yudhishthira to, give abundant gifts. So we see that great value of Dhanam here, because when we give, the giver is perhaps more blessed than the receiver. That is the point here. Bhuri Dakshinaha. Let us chant the verse again. उत्तरो गोपतिर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः. And with the word bhokta, we have crossed the 500th nama. You will see that in your book, marked with a star, I think. Yeah. So 502 namas are over. Let's conclude. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahishaah Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kali Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Shobharahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaah Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Buddhyatmana Va Prakrite Svabhavat Karomi Yadyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeeti Samarpayami. Om